This is CBS LA Mornings.
Good morning to you. It is Friday, January 23rd. I'm Chris Holmstrom.
And I'm Kalina Estrinos, and here are the stories we're tracking as you're heading out the door. A deadly shooting, then a pursuit. We are live in West Hills with the chaotic moments outside of a shopping center and its possible link to a string of crimes.
And a terrifying wake-up call. A car flies off a freeway. Take a look. Yeah, it went right into that home. On the other side of the wall, a man who was in the living room.
Also, a new ICE controversy. A 5-year-old is seen in custody. We'll tell you what we know about the situation, also the reaction across the country.
But first, it's Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Let's take a look at our Friday and weekend weather with Alex. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Chris and Kalina. Yes, it's Friday, and lots of people wondering, hey, what does the weekend have in store? Well, that's why I'm here. I'm going to let you know the weekend forecast coming up in a second. Want to show you what's happening this morning. We've got lots of clouds in the mix, a few lingering light showers over some parts of the Inland Empire. We do have a slight chance of a residual shower across our mountain communities as we head into this afternoon. Speaking of this afternoon, temperatures will hover in the 60s today across the coast and the valleys, low 60s in the high desert, 40s up across our mountain communities today. So this is a snapshot of what we are feeling on this Friday, your weekend forecast, and what to expect as we head into the work week. That's all coming up in just a few minutes. Kalina.
All right, Alex, thank you. Let's take you outside for a look at your current conditions right now. San Bernardino, I still have this overturned car on the 210 freeway heading westbound. This is right at the southbound 215. The transition road is still blocked off, and we're seeing some red popping up there this morning. We'll get your travel time coming up in just a little bit, but speeds are down because it's red. So typically about 6 miles per hour or less. So give yourself plenty of extra time there. 27-minute ride on the 91 west from Tyler to the 241. Orange County, you're still looking pretty good, although I do have this crash in Anaheim. Eastbound side of the 91 right at Tustin. The right lane is blocked off there. And here's a look at LA. Lots of red here too. Travel time 110 north at 22 minutes leaving the 105. We do though have that breaking news we want to get to. So deputies witness a woman being robbed and now the suspect is dead.
Yeah, CBS LA's Amanda Starantino live in West Hills where we're hearing from witnesses. And Amanda, a woman who says she's the suspect's mother, what did she have to say?
I mean, they're absolutely distraught and they're confused. And they said this is a very complicated situation with their son that just graduated high school, started his first job just a few months ago. They say he's 18 years old, and that's what they believe is still under the tent there, the body of him, at least outside that Michael's from last night. This was a deputy-involved shooting, so this investigation is going long into the morning hours. But you can see a crime scene tape still up here at the Fallbrook Shopping Center here in West Hills. We're still waiting to hear more from investigators, but we did speak to them overnight, and we did just hear from the mother. Take a listen.
Oh God, it's just becoming more real and real.
Two of the detectives exited their vehicle and attempted to make contact and detain the suspect when the deputy-involved shooting occurred. The suspect was struck by gunfire and tragically died on scene.
Sheriff's officials say this all happened around 8:30 last night as detectives were already in this parking lot investigating recent robberies in the Malibu and Lost Hills area. Investigators say they saw a suspect approach a woman here armed with a gun and attempted to rob her. That's when two detectives tried to detain him and the deputy-involved shooting occurred. The suspect was hit and pronounced dead at the scene. LASD says detectives recovered a semi-automatic handgun with an extended magazine. Deputies also say a second suspect fled during the chaos and was later detained in Agora Hills. Investigators say they do not know a motive.
We heard like 15 gunshots. I think it was an automatic weapon, either a handgun automatic, because I know rifles. It didn't sound like a rifle. It sounded more like an automatic handgun. And then we saw some undercover cars, at least 5 or 6 of them, chasing a BMW.
And we're still waiting for booking information on that detained suspect. But this morning, the mother and grandmother remain here, still searching for answers. They told me they got a call last night from a woman they say their son had been involved with, someone they claim he met a few months ago at his job in Moreno Valley. And they say she's at least 10 years older than their 18-year-old son. The family tells me they believe that woman may be the person who ran from the scene and was later detained, though that has not been confirmed by investigators. The family also alleges she had been asking questions about where wealthy people live in this area, where they shop, and they claim she's been showing up with new expensive handbags at their home.
She started, manipulating my son. Manipulating my son. My son's not a gang member. My son has never been arrested, does not have an arrest record. He finished high school last year. Started his first job and then met this woman. I got the call. She said that my son was shot. I came here and they let me know that there was a robbery.
And since that discussion, the family says they have not heard from investigators yet, so they're still waiting on confirmation on, in fact, if it is their son who was involved in this last night. So, again, the scene remains active. We're still waiting to get more answers as well. But I'm going to toss it over to Mark Liu, who is at the desk, who is going to tell us more about the recent wave of thefts that have been happening in the Calabasas area, which is what investigators were looking into here in this parking lot last night when all of this happened. Mark, what do you know?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Amanda. There have been a series of robberies near the Commons at Calabasas in the days and weeks prior to the shooting you were just talking about. And at least one person had been taken into custody in relation to those robberies, but suspects had gotten away. Let me show you some video. We had reporter Rachel Kim cover some of these robberies earlier this week. And here at the desk, we've been tracking the data from the deputies at the Lost Hills station. This is video of the arrest of one alleged robbery suspect back on January 13th. That suspect had taken off running after apparently trying to rob two shoppers of their designer purses. Deputies caught up with him and took him into custody. And then there was another incident just last Wednesday night. A woman was robbed of her designer purse at gunpoint at the Commons. There was then a second robbery a few miles away, also at the TJ Maxx in the Westlake Village. Now, it's unclear if this was the same subject in both of those robberies, but whoever it was, deputies say that person got away from them that night. Now, as Amanda was reporting, deputies interrupted an apparent robbery attempt yesterday that led to that deadly shooting that she was reporting on. The LA County Sheriff's Department says their investigation into this entire series of robberies in and around the West Hills area is continuing today. Now, if you have information about any of these robberies, you can send it to us by texting us here at the desk. Text us at 818-221-2222, or if you have a story idea or any other information that you want to share or a question about our stories, send it to that number, and either myself or a member of our assignment desk team will get back to you. That's it here from the desk. I'll send it back.
We are CBS LA. We are yours.